City of mine, how I love the city of mine. It never gets me down. City of mine, how I love the city of mine. It never gets me down, yeah.
I was born in the city, I was raised on its edges. My pop worked his life when it's complex. I found love in its center. If I could live here forever, think it'd be for the better. I love the weather, even though it's fog 24/7. I love the people. This is city, I met all my best friends. And I wanna thank every brick, I wanna thank every entrance to every building that I step in this city of mine. I owe you most my best moments in life. See, I fell in love for the first time in Golden Gate Park. I saw my first rap show at Great American Hall. I used to beg my homies for a ride across the bridge to goof off and spend the whole damn day doing whatever we want. Keith drove us down to Ice Place while we roll up a blunt, and me and Jack would get stoney, walk around and get lost. Don't think I'll ever truly pay back all I was lucky to get just by walking through the city. No, I'm a small part of this.
City of mine, how I love this city of mine. It never gets me down. City of mine, how I love this city of mine. It never gets me down.
I never really had a place to call my own, so I travel and I roam till I find that. But I'm full of adventure, so I wander and I venture, and it's safe to say that really I don't mind that. I book a flight to try to figure where my mind's at, a spot where I don't spend no money, just some time at. I mix and mingle with the people till I learn a little. I brought some weed and baby, maybe we could burn a little. She said you're funny, I said no, I'm Xavier, then I left. Sun shining, birds chirping, let me take a breath. I'm headed to the city where my chance to make it best. What people like to give a little, then you take the rest. I'm hoping one day maybe I can find a place to rest. I fell in love with life and wonder where it take me next. I like the hustle and bustle, I fell in love with the fashion. I feel the pulse of the city, it's moving me like a passion and it's mine.
How I love this city of mine. It never gets me down. City of mine. How I love this city of mine. It never gets me down. Me and my hometown, baby, we go way back. All the situations, circumstances, still we don't mind. Steady going on, I dance around the street lights. Hey, I know every street sign, hanging around the block like if you are my friend, then you are welcome any moment. Yeah. City of mine, how I love this city of mine. It never gets me down. City of mine, how I love this city of mine. It never gets me down.
Yo, what it do, what it do? Aloha, everyone. Welcome to the showgram. I'm your content creation coach, Doc Rock. Today is going to be a fire session. I got to practice not hitting the new desk because it probably makes more noise than the old one. Okay, so firstly, we'll do a couple housekeepings real quick so we can dive right in. Listen, if you're brand new around here, first time coming to the spot, make sure you let us know by typing new in the comments so that the family can give you the big ohana welcome, the hone hone, and the aloha. You can Google it. That's just how we roll. It's important that we know that you're with us, so we'll let you invite you into the family. English is my first language, by the way. Then, second of all, if you happen to catch this on the replay squad and you missed this opportunity, shame. You should get like the little bell and ring the high scepter. Shame. Anyway, you can still ask your questions. Just make sure you let them down in the comment section. If I can respond, I'll respond. If I have to ring out to Stephanie, I will. We will get you covered. It's not your fault that you couldn't be here, but it's absolutely your fault. Anyway, guys, welcome to the program. Today, we're going to talk about some AI content creation tools. You guys have heard me rave about this stuff for a little bit, but then I'm like, Stephanie is the bestest at this kind of thing. Like, actually, she's the one that told me about it now that I remember these things. She's just bomb. bomb.com. So I could go through the really long bio, but that would take up the whole show. So you just need to know that I never steer you wrong. I am the doctor. I prescribe you lots of doses of Stephanie. She is badass. She's my mentor. Because of her, I'm sitting here every Tuesday, Saturday, because she was like, hey, butthead, get your together and do your thing and stop being a clown. And I'm like, yes, ma'am. And then now you guys are stuck with me. So if you got anyone to blame for all of the doc that you get, blame this lady. Hi, Steph.
You know what? I am so proud of you. I was just talking to Kirk last night about how Leap Into Live, when we first launched it last year, it was so cool because that's how we got to meet everyone, right? And in just a year's time, look at how everyone is just crushing it, you know? They took what they learned and they hit the ground running, especially you. And I'm just like, look at you, you're so badass. Look at you. So
I'm
cool.
not worthy. No, you know, and I tell my crew this, but maybe some of the new people haven't heard this story. After Leap, I was so jacked last year that I remember going into the private Facebook group, which you guys all get access to if you sign up for Leap, by the way. And I remember I just posted on the wall, I'm going to set an intention. I'm like, yo, this time next year, I'll be speaking at this conference. Had no idea that I would be not just speaking at it, but working at Ecamm and speaking at a bunch
Doing
of
all the things.
a bunch of other different conferences. This, conferencing session. So man, it's definitely been a wild and crazy ride. And yeah, it's amazing what happens when you set an intention and do what I always say: do things with intent and purpose. Like I definitely make it a mission for me personally. I try to do something every day that levels up the game. Like I'm forever
That's what you
working on
gotta do.
it. So
Yeah.
that's why we're here talking about tools that will get your face together. Guys, before we dive in, you guys are hearing us talk about Leap. Just in case you're hiding under a rock or you missed the opportunity, make sure you go right now and get your tickets for Leap. I cannot explain to you like how dope this is. This was Stephanie's baby. It's kind of how I got found into Ecamm and the whole 9 yards. I downloaded Ecamm and I was looking for like coupon codes on the internet because I always do that when I buy something. And this thing came up and it says, oh, if you go to this conference, you can get 30% off Ecamm for the first year. And I was like, done, 30%. My grandma was so proud. I found a bargain. So I went to the Leap page and I just put my name in, did the email address. I was just going to get my little coupon code and hide. But then as I'm reading the descriptions, I was like, oh, hey, girl, hey, this is going to be sick. And then I started looking at all the myriad things. And I swear, like the next day, there was a live stream with Stephanie and Mitch. And it was like pre-gaming for Leap. I'm like, not even a lawyer, but I was gaining knowledge bombs. And then here's the funny part. I was listening to you speak. I'm ex-military, so fully trained in NLP, right? It was one of our things that we had to do for, questioning people. And I was watching you just like slide them in here and there. And I was like, I know exactly what she's doing. That's badass.
That's right.
Come to find out, you're like an NLP trainer in the whole 9 yards. I was like, oh, snap. Okay. So
That's
I
right.
guess before, can you explain to people what that entails or like what do you do when you train?
Oh, yeah. So for NLP is really, it's the user manuals of the mind, right? It's understanding how people think and why they act and do the things that they do. Why is it that some people set goals and yet their behavior is inconsistent and they're incongruent with the things that they're doing? And so NLP is really understanding what really motivates someone. How can you communicate someone? How do you motivate someone from point A to point B so that way they don't just keep getting stuck over here, And so NLP is really understanding how to communicate more effectively, because the meaning of communication is the response that you get. And as content creators, for those of us that are trying to get brand deals, partnerships, negotiations, and all the other things, that's something that you have to learn. That's something that you have to master. You can learn all about the gear and all the things, right? But it's really about how to get the gears working up here.
That is so true. And so, what's funny is I think it even works on yourself. Because when you understand how you learn and you listen, you can adjust your self-talk
Yeah.
Let
'Cause
that soak in, people.
Yeah.
Let
Think
that
about it.
soak in.
How many times do you convince yourself, I'm going to do this? And then you second guess yourself, right? There's so many people that get stuck in that loop, right? Which is why we created Leap Into Live, because it's like, now is the time. When would now be a good time for you to start doing this, right? And so, yeah. Once
What
we
made
did
you
Leap
start?
Into
What made you
Live-
decide to do Leap last year?
Leap Into Live, it was more like there was always conferences that I would go to that I would speak at, but there was always like 1 or 2 tracks about live streaming. And so it'd be like Luria and I, right? And then the rest of the conference would be about content creation and all the different things, but no one really diving into live streaming in particular. And so that was going to be an opportunity for us to say, well, what are the things that are involved with live video production, with remote live video production, with video production in general, right? From beginning to end, like soup to nuts. Can you outline all of this? And so that's where Katie and I, we teamed up and we're like, hey, let's do this. And let's design a track where we really talk to content creators, not the ones that are, gracing the stage by all, much love to all my other keynote speakers and all the things. But I love the people that actually roll up their sleeves and get it done. They could talk to you about all the different nuances, the bugs and the technical difficulties and all the things, right? And so that's what we did. 40
That's
plus
amazing.
speakers last year, 40 plus speakers this year, even though Katie and I were like, no, we're not. We're going to make it small this year. We're going to do 10. And then out of the gate, I'm like, how did we end up with 40 plus speakers? Yeah.
Guys, you can go. She did put the link in. Kombucha did. You can also just do leapinto.live. That's LEAPINTO.live. That will jump you to the other link. So, yes, you can get in that way. You could also just comb the Ecamm Facebook group. There's lots in there. One thing, before we get started talking about AI, one thing I want to point out to you guys so you know. Stephanie did the math today, and it's kind of mind-blowing what you get with this ticket. Okay, like I said, last year I did it for the 30% discount on Ecamm. The perks this year blow that out the Omizu. Okay?
Yeah.
Like, it is ridiculous what you get. Do you have it handy, or do I got to pull out my notes?
I do. So with your $20 ticket, like, listen, if you're just starting out with live streaming or just video production, think of all the things that you have to invest in. Let's say for Ecamm, right? Ecamm Pro, let's say if you're going to do Prezi video, which gives you those fancy graphics, the overlay, so that when you're gracing the virtual stages, you are absolutely crushing it, right? Descript, which I've already told you over and over and over, I absolutely love Descript. There's not a single day that doesn't go by that I'm not in Descript repurposing my content. If you're not repurposing content, you are crazy, right? TubeBuddy, which as a YouTuber, that's absolutely essential. And then Speedify, for those of you that want to have, it's like the Transformer, it's like the Megatron, it's the Optimus
Using it
Prime,
right
get all
now.
your bandwidth
I'm
combined
using it right
into
now.
one, right?
Yes.
You get all of that, right? Total cost for that is probably over $400. For Ecamm, your paid ticket is $20. $20 plus you get all of the replays and the Ecamm fam. I mean, come on.
You know what's crazy, gang? When I was done, I was so jacked up last year. I went and watched replays over and over for about 6 months because some of those things that were in there were like pure heaters. Yeah, it's crazy. Like I watched so many of the sessions over and over. Okay, Kelly, you guys know Kelly from the family. She talks 100 miles an hour anyway, and she just dropping heat after. It took me like 8 times of watching Kelly's session to get my butt straight. But
Yeah.
but it's so fire. Like, it's really, really good stuff. So, gang, you really can get like, close to $400 in perks on your $20. So on the reels, you should definitely jump in. The Descript part alone is just gravy. Thank you, Floyd.
Yeah,
Good to
I
see
mean,
you.
okay. Descript Pro, the fact that you can repurpose all of your content, all of your live streams, turn it into a blog post, turn that into an ebook, sell it on Amazon, take the transcript, turn it into a course, do all the things, turn it into social media. You could even start your own mini agency if you wanted to, just on repurposing content with Descript. And let me tell you, people have done that.
You hear that, Leo?
Game changer.
You hear that? You kind of have a point, but Leo, I know you're new around here. We don't use that word because that word messes up people's thought process. Yeah, we never say expensive. We just say it doesn't meet my value proposition yet. However, I can tell you right now that when done correctly, right, you can recoup all of that cost. It technically shouldn't cost you anything. It should become, if it's in video production, it should be a money-making thing, whether you're just advertising for your own company or whether you're doing client work. So in theory, video production is either free or it's an income source. It technically should never cost you anything. Like the entire movie stuff that you watch, they don't spend, it doesn't cost them anything. They got the best equipment in the world. At the end, it becomes free because unless you make an absolute dud, I'm trying to think of the last super dud movie, then normally that's all covered. Anyway.
Yeah. You know, oftentimes when I find people and they say things like, oh, it's expensive, I'm like, it's not that it's expensive. It's that you're paying interest to dumb shit that is costing you peace and mind in your own business.
There you go. I like it because that's my favorite. I love to take that word away. Because it's such an easy one that once you get in the habit of saying that, and a lot of that term, okay, here's the funny thing. A lot of our value propositions, what we think is worth and what we think is not worth, comes from our parents, right? If you are, set up in a particular way, like your parents taught you that all kinds of things are expensive. And the funny thing is I got my friends who will say that, and I'm not picking on Leo because he said no more expensive in the chat.
He's like, no more expensive in the chat.
Everybody at LGL knows I take that word away from me. I do not let my people say that word because it will block you. But I got people who will say that I don't want to buy a new ZVE10 at $700. It's expensive. And then they go and buy $700 kicks or $700
Oh,
purse
no. I have people that don't want to invest $700 in developing their communication skills or how to win brand deals and all the different things, and yet they're going to spend $700 worth of AppSumo shit that they're not going to use.
That too. God, AppSumo is the devil. Okay, let's dive into Jarvis for a little minute because it's been one of my favorite tools. I got in super early when it was in the beta program. Thank you, Stephanie.
Oh my God.
And even when they finally got it together and readjusted their pricing and stuff like that, it's still incredible. Like, guys, I'm gonna just go ahead and tell you right now, it's like $30 a month for the basic plan, but forget that. Like, who did I talk to the other day? One of my friends I was just talking to was like, oh, I was in my little $30 plan, and then blah, blah, blah. I just said, screw that. I needed to go boss mode. Oh, Sylvia.
Oh, my God.
Sylvia was like, at first, I was just thinking I could just use this 30, blah, blah, blah. And then she goes, no, I needed all of the boss mode things. And then so she just called me up to say thank you for pushing her in the right direction. See, yes, it is super dope. And Glenessa said, I can't believe I said that, Gigi. The whole name, the government slipped out instead of me just calling you Gigi, which I normally call you. She says it's the Bob.
Jarvis is one of the best investments that you can make. It's just, it's so smart.
So far, of everything I purchased over the last year or, invested into, I think that is up on my radar is probably one of the best things.
I love the comments. They're like, sports opinions about AppSumo. It's not about AppSumo. It's about the intention. It's about taking action with it. If you're going to take that money and invest it into something, make sure that you're getting a return on that investment. I can't tell you how many times people are like, oh, well, I can't afford Jarvis. It's like, let's take a look at all the things that you bought on AppSumo that you have not used yet because you're waiting. It's like, you know what you could do? Because you have a lifetime license to that AppSumo deal, I bet you could turn around and flip it right now.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You can dump the stuff that you don't actually need. And a lot of it sounds intriguing and you buy it and then you don't really use it and things like that.
Yeah.
And that's
but you could still 100%. Sell it off. You could give it out as giveaways to your loyal members, to your viewers. They're like, hey, you know what? I have lifetime access to Run the World. I'm not using it. Any remote live producers want it? Here you go. Do that.
There you go.
Make use out of it. Find value in it.
I guarantee you, I can find enough. I know it because I ripped my office apart yesterday. I have enough stuff in this office to cover 3 years of Jarvis I could sell.
Yeah. Now Jarvis just pays for itself.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I'm going to have a slightly used stand-up desk for sale today because I just changed my desk.
Like, well, we could use Jarvis to write the product description, and so then you could put it up for sale. You could do all the things.
See, oh my goodness. Okay, let's show some of the stuff that you do using your Jarvis. Like what is your most, I guess, your biggest recipe? That's not the recipe. I guess it is a recipe. What's your biggest recipe that you use?
So, yeah, as a content creator, as a live streamer, the first thing that I always use is the AIDA template, which is attention, interest, desire, and action. And for me, that's usually what I use for the promo copy when I'm scheduling out what the show is going to be about. And for me, that's game changer. As far as like the tone of voice, I play around with that. Sometimes I'll put Will Smith. Sometimes I'll put Gary Vee. Sometimes I'll go ahead and put in some, Tony Robbins if I want to, Lisa Nichols. I've even played around with like Kevin Hart just to see like what Jarvis is going to give me. Yeah. And so, yeah, that one, the AIDA framework, love that. Oh, you use convincing. Okay.
I was just trying something, right? I did is not too late to start a podcast, right? And then my product description was podcast has boomed in the last few years and hit full explosion in like 2020. It's not too late to start a podcast and share your story. That was my beginning. And then in here, I put convincing, right? So, before I press this button, let me explain you guys something. Basically, in a nutshell, what Jarvis is, and I might screw this up, but let me just think. It's an AI content creation platform. What they have done is taken the search text bot thing that's in websites and allowed it to read the entire internet. I know that sounds crazy because a human can't do it, but a computer can do it actually relatively quickly. And so it's read the entire internet. So in the past, AI generated content was horrible because it couldn't talk. But at the rate that we create web pages, websites, and things like that over the last couple of years, there's enough out there for Jarvis to not only be able to read all these sites, Jarvis can speak a metric F ton of languages because it can read so many sites. Jarvis,
that's right.
I did a Jarvis thing in German, being a wise anchor, and I sent it to Evie, and I go, I know this is wrong, Evie. What do you think? And she was like, nah, fam, it's spot on. And I was like, shut the front door. Jarvis speaks Sprechen Sie Deutsch. And I was like, yo, she said, no, this is correct. I was floored. Cool. From that moment, I went to the Apple Pay and squared it away. Because at first I was like, no way. So basically, they have read the content and they do update it. So they basically crawl, as we used to call it for search engine stuff. They crawl the sites and they understand human speak. So now they use AI to help generate content based off of those words, because just like you learn to speak, it's learn to speak. From listening to your mom, your dad, your TV, your aunties, your uncles, your cousins, people around the block, you learn how to formulate a sentence in a manner that matches where you are at, right? Yep. So for instance, for some of y'all down in Dallas, Rich, you will formulate a sentence completely different from those of us in Hawaii because we speak Pidgin, right? If you watch Moana, it's really light Pidgin. We speak heavy Pidgin here. But even living here for 40 years, I learned how to formulate sentences in Hawaii Creole English, a.k.a. Pidgin. So that's what they did. And it passes plagiarism tests and everything. It does get grammar a little bit twisted, but I use it in conjunction with Grammarly. Don't tell anyone. Yep. That is my secret. I think I got it right. Anyway, let me show you what we're talking about here. So if I just take this example here, an AIDA framework is working off of intention, interest, desire, and action. So it must be so different for you because you come from the marketing agency world. Like, this is stuff you guys know forever.
Yeah, but this makes it so much easier. I mean, and God, I'll show you all the things, because what most people don't know either is that coming from the agency world, I have a social media agency. And so when we're creating content, this is game changer. We make editorial calendars so much faster, so much easier.
Editorial calendars here. Let's make it so that people don't think that we ran away. Okay, there we go. See how fast Ecamm is, people? I just did that in like seconds. Anyway, so It says, do you have a story to tell? You might be thinking I'm not an expert at anything. This is funny because I say this all the time. It's almost like Jarvis read my mind. I always say this because people love to say, well, nobody wants to listen to me. And I'm like, shut up. You need to go to doc school. I will fix that. Anyway, I'm not an expert at anything. I don't know how to do this, but the truth is anyone can start a podcast and share the story with the world. It doesn't matter if you're an expert or not. What matters is your passion for something and your willingness to learn about it. Boom. Now you have piqued my interest, okay? Podcasting has been around for years, but in 2020, it exploded into mainstream culture as more people started listening to podcasts than ever before. The best part of all, there are no barriers to entry when it comes to starting a podcast. Just give yourself some recording equipment, and start talking. Boom, here comes the action statement. Click here now to sign up for your free course on how to create your successful podcast. Bruh, you guys got an email like that yesterday about something.
Yeah, so use this for your scheduled video content, what the description is going to be. Use this for your emails. Use this for all the things. Social media, Instagram captions. Usually AIDA is my first go. Then the one after that, if I just want more ideas, I'll use the PAS framework, which is problem, agitate, solution.
I don't know why
And
my brain
with the
here heard that
unlimited
as
plan, that's the
POS.
part, that's the game changer, is that when you use the unlimited plan, you could change the output from 3. So if you guys notice on the bottom, yeah, right there, it says 3. You can make that even 10. And you could just have all your social media posts, all your Twitter posts come out.
Hold up. I didn't do that. So instead of putting 3, put like 10 because we got unlimited, and then use that as your, okay, I don't know if you guys know this. Okay, everybody here that's watching, guess how I wrote the script? Leaping the live streaming virtual boot camp. Now I wrote the script using Jarvis because people didn't send me the video clips, so I had to make it up. I'm teasing. So that's a good tip. Okay, I'm glad to hear that. So I can change this output and give it like
10.
more. And then, hey, look.
And then
we
click
just
generate,
gonna, I was going to try to spinal tap and type 11, but it won't let you do that. Okay, so you can change the tone of voice. Let's pick something else.
Do Will Smith, do Kevin Hart.
Okay, I've done Gary Vaynerchuk, but I've never done
I
Will
have
Smith
too,
or
but
Kevin Hart.
sometimes like all the exclamation points, I can't do that. But Kevin Hart, like, he always cracks me up. That's a good one.
David, let me ask you a question real quick. Does this replace how to write copy of sales? No. First of all, Uncle Ray would kill me if I said that. But number 2, not really, because you still have to be able to recognize good copy when you see it. So is it going to be faster? Absolutely. Right? But it's up to you to know enough about copywriting a la Ray Edwards and Donna Miller and those folks so that you know
Frank
what
Kern,
you
yep.
see when you see it. You know what I'm
You
saying?
could write Frank Kern in there as tone of voice if you wanted to.
Oh, what? Oh, that's right. So you could actually write in
All
Frank
the
Kern
copywriting legends that you just rattled off right now, you could put in there. But even this one with Kevin Hart, like, this one makes sense. The world is moving towards video, but many people are still afraid of it. They think that they need expensive equipment to start streaming live and creating videos. We're here to tell you that isn't true. You don't need a fancy camera or any other special equipment. All you need is your phone, your laptop or tablet, and an internet connection. With our boot camp, we'll show you how easy it can be. It's simple. That's already a 1-minute video right there. Done.
Right,
There's your commercial. There's your ad.
Just go ahead and add this to the favorite. I'm having. Hey, if you guys see a social media post that comes out today that looks quite familiar,
That looks just like that, yeah. And because you did and because you did 10 outputs, right? You're rotating it and it's different. So I want to live stream but don't know how. Have you ever asked your question that? Here's the thing. Most people think that they can just hop on Facebook Live or YouTube and start making money, but the truth is you need a plan. You have to be prepared for success before it happens. Otherwise, you'll end up wasting time and feeling frustrated. That's so good. That's so good.
Guys, you don't
Thank
understand.
you, Jarvis. Thank you.
You just don't understand. So here's the dope part about this stuff. Number 1, a lot of times what I'll do is I'll take like 3 different ones and I'll scramble them. I'll use
Just
different parts
mash
of
it, yep.
different ones and just make them like, slightly different. And sometimes use that to generate further stuff. but it's quite impressive. And again, you can copy one of these, right? So like I'll copy one of these and then I'll take it over to Grammarly just to give it a check. Now this sounded good in my ear, but you know what happens on the internet? Oh,
Of course.
I
You
didn't mean to
need
do
the Grammarly Chrome extension. That's what you need.
I
'Cause
have
it'll,
it.
Yeah,
It's
it'll
actually
edit
on.
it for me. Oh, click on it then. Then it should just activate.
See the little
There.
green twirly in the bottom?
Yep. And then it's going to
Okay.
tell you what to fix, and
So
that's
it's
it.
giving me 4 things to suggest, right? So I'll put my comment into the other we's. I like boot camp capitalized because, you know, Army, go Army, and then in person. And then know how it technically should be hyphenated. I tend to do it both ways. Sometimes I'll do dumb things like squares it together. But now it has been grammar-lated and it got a happy face, right?
Happy face.
It got a happy face. So, I mean, you basically copy this to your clip, right? And then you just erase the word problems, agitate, and solution because we only got to say that. You know what I'm saying? And then you can just say, like Stephanie did at the end, you can dig the problem deeper. You know, I want to live stream, but I don't know how. Have you ever asked yourself that question? You know what I mean? So you can add your own little spice and flavor. Like I'll substitute their soft words for my doc angry words because you know how I roll. But boom, it's what?
Oh, he's just saying take out the dash and know how.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I personally don't like the dash and know how, so I would take it out. But you can make those adjustments on the fly.
Yeah.
And again, Keely, you know where that comes from? If you take it over into the Grammarly page, you can change it from formal to informal or casual, convincing, happy, sad. So you can make those
Keely.
changes. So sometimes I do move it over to the other side. Did you just say hi to Keely? Oh, I see now. I ask her
Yeah.
questions while she's drinking. I learned that when I was a waiter.
Well, I had to make sure that I shared my special cup.
Oh my goodness. I didn't even think about the concept of, see, I've been doing it in 3s and 5s. I never thought about jacking it all the way up to 10, but it makes sense
to 10.
because when you go into a program like Agora Pulse or like later, and you want to just write all of your tweets for the week,
That's right.
you can sit down with Jarvis, Agora Pulse, and a fifth of bourbon. I mean, water.
Don't
And-
I'm gonna stop you right there because
What?
you're not even gonna schedule it for a week. What you do is you set up a publishing queue and you just say, Agora Pulse, I want you to send this out on these times, on these dates, and I want you to rotate with these 10 tweets. So it's always gonna be different every single day. That's what I do for Leap Until Live for all the different speakers.
So you guys got AP when you could do the repeat tweets. I can't do that because I came in
The publishing
after.
queue?
Yeah. And
We
so I got my publishing queue on point, but I can't say tweet this 5 times. You know, like they used to have that. Mm-hmm. So it's gone now. Wait, where the heck is my list at?
we'll work on that together. I'm like, we'll work on that together.
Where the heck is
Because
my
the
list?
thing is too
Okay.
is that even if you had like a bulk CSV sheet, you could just import that in there over and over. Like, so for those of you that are having events, for those of you that are launching courses and you have affiliates and you want to give your affiliate partners suggested social media post, create it in Jarvis, increase the output to be 10, right? Put it all into a CSV file, import it into Agora Pulse, teach your affiliates on how to do that, and boom, they will consistently always promote your content.
Okay, this is the truth. I took a CSV file. Okay, if you guys are unfamiliar with a CSV, it's basically comma separated values. I'll make it even easier. It was an Excel spreadsheet. So Caleb sent me an Excel spreadsheet
Yes.
with all of the content that I know for a fact he created in Jarvis.
Yes.
And then
I worked with him on that too because he was
we-
like, I want to make it all special. I was like, we just need to get this out.
yeah, so basically you take that file and you come over here into like where you generate a list. So you go to like a queued content and then so you can go ahead and create a new list. So I made this list called Leap, and this is tweets for days. The only bug I have in a Agora Post I've been meaning to ask Mike about, or I'll just email support. I can't take the ones because the list is long that come after the event. I can't go in here and edit the date. So I ended up just copying and pasting it and making another one by hand. But I want to be able to just slide this around.
Duplicate it. It says duplicate post right there.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing. So I've been pressing that and making a new thing, So like I could just take this and just say, okay, we're going to let this come out today. Like right now. You know what? I'll just press publish now. It's good. I don't even have to check it because I checked it when I put it in there. But this thing basically gave me, hey, no, don't cancel that. Publish. This thing basically took that CSV file and created all of the myriad tweets for Leap. So if you guys follow me on Twitter, you've been seeing these guys like pump out and they're set. They're like ready to go. So if I were to go and check out the old publishing calendar and then select on Twitter, then you'll see where it's been sending out tweets, for all of the myriad things. And then you can
Here's
click
the other
in.
thing too. Can I
Yeah, because you're the
something else
boss.
out to
I
you?
don't know how to do this stuff.
For those of you that are also doing affiliate marketing, for those of you that have your kit.co's and all the different things, go back over to Jarvis and create all the different social media posts for that. Then put it into Agora Pulse. And then you're consistently always going to be promoting your affiliate programs by using the AIDA framework, by using the PAS framework. See, that's what I'm telling you. So Gigi, who's just like, is there another replacement for Agora Pulse? Make Agora Pulse pay for itself. Make Jarvis pay for itself. Does that make sense? Yes,
Okay.
it does. And your minds are completely like, what? Yes,
So-
I have an entire publishing queue that is just affiliate marketing. Just affiliate marketing. In
Keely,
between
I have
all the
Later
content, all the
and
live
Agora
streaming.
Pulse. I just want to let you know, because there are things I like about Later for my Instagram swag. To me, it's better for Instagram because that's what it was built around. So I love Later, and Later's cheap. Later's $25 a month, right? Agora Pulse is your grown folks game, but I have no problem having them both because I could do all of this kind of stuff here, but I kind of like to run my Instagram game in Later just because Later's cute. And I can flow with it really quickly, phone app. Agora Pulse has app too, but they're just things that I can do in Later. So together, I'm sorry, but like Stephanie said, now that it's thought about my kid.co swag, hold up.
Like, why aren't you promoting that? That's the thing, is that when you find a program, a software, an application that you use religiously day to day, like I told you, like there's not a day that doesn't go by that I'm not in Descript. There's not a day that doesn't go by that I'm not using Jarvis or Agora Pulse. I make it pay for itself. Because people will always ask you, Stephanie, you're everywhere. I'm like, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. I live in San Diego. Doc is in Hawaii, right? So it's like we're out there, we're enjoying the sun, we're living our lives. We're not sitting here contemplating, oh, what's this next big tweet? It's like I got Jarvis to get on top of it, right? Boom, it's out there, and it pays for itself. It pays for itself. That's why when people say like,
does the free AP cover any scheduling? I forget, because I did it free for like 3 months, and then I was like, screw this, I'm going in.
it's one of those things where I know that I could only get so far with free stuff. We know that. There's only so far that you can get with free. If you want to reach the next level of your business, at some point you have to make the investment. The part that you start to open up as an entrepreneur is now understanding how are you making it pay for itself, right? So again, let's say going back to Leap Into Live, you spend $20, you get over $400 worth of all these things that you can use. And if you sold it off piece by piece, you'd made $400 right then and there. Insane. And then let's say you got the recording. No, I'm not even done yet. Let's say you got all the recordings from Leap Into Live. And then you decided, well, I'm going to make a blog post recap. All right, cool. Now you're driving traffic to your blog and now people are advertising on your site. You get it? Like, to me, all of these things pay for themselves and it's like my money is like bunnies, and when it multiplies.
My money is like bunnies. Oh, snappy snap.
How you like that?
I'm just keeping it real.
That's funny. Okay,
right.
Check this out, Gay. This is low-key secret, not really secret, but this is a secret. I just made a video on the YouTube thing. I call it that. It's main channel. And it was explaining to you that when you're growing your channel and you see a video from your favorite creator that you think is dope and you got something from it, it's okay to recreate that video with your spin on it, right? Unless you're going to give out some patent pending secret pending secret that, somebody made. Most of us, okay, I'm here teaching you live streaming. Stephanie and I are teaching you about how to use all this AI stuff. You could literally take this stream right here and chunk up little segments and leak those segments in your flavor on your accounts, because this is not something that we made up. We are just using the tools that are available to you. We are highlighting the tools. When you find out that Mr. Camera Junkie Coffee has the dopest freaking double shot Americano light splash of Thai in the game, you tell everybody. You go, oh my God, Mr. Camera Junkie's double Thai light, it's game changer. And the barista cute. Boom. Next thing you know, all your friends is going over there, be like, oh, Alvin, my friend Stephanie sent me, hey, Alvin, hey, right? So why not? The stuff that I learned in Leap, I turned a lot of those into content from my YouTube channel.
Yes.
So
Yes.
if you just try to think I look at someone like Gigi, lawyer / travel agent, right? Two highly front forwarding careers, so to speak, right? Go to Leap, and then you learn something about how to do, engaging live streaming for realtors. You take that entire session, you replace realtors with travel agent. You adjust it with the necessary flair that you know about Sabre system. I think that's dead by now, but
Not only that though. Okay, here's another one. You're gonna love this. You're gonna love this. This is why you come here.
business.
Okay. Here's the thing, is that even if you pulled the transcript, right? Even if you pulled the transcript from the YouTube video that you're watching, and then you go back into Jarvis because you could do the template, just put in the intro and be like, rewrite blog post intro for travel agents that are interested in boom, boom, boom. There you go. Now it's already rewritten the script for you. Then you get now give me 5 bullet points about fill in the topic. Boom, Jarvis is going to give it to you. You have your whole entire thing done and done. Done and done. Now we're talking about repurposing other people's content in a way that makes sense for you, right? This is why, see, you're thinking, and it's a good thing that you're thinking, because that means that you're learning. This is why I tell people when they're not repurposing their content, that's okay, because I'll do it. Let me do it, because I got another book waiting to be published. So you could go ahead and keep live streaming.
I was just bringing
and
this
let
over
it
here to be
disappear.
like, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, more air, oh my goodness, holy crap!
Right?
Hold up, back the up. Take the transcript from a video that you just learned something that you thought was fire and guide your cockles to spin. Take
Yes,
that into
rewrite it.
Jarvis and spin the rewrite wheel. You got
That's right.
IG posts, you got tweets, you got blog posts, and you got hold up, fam. Hold up. You can actually take that sucker, right? Come over into Chia, and let me show you my formula. Boom, video topic ideas. You could take chunks of that and line it through video topic ideas. Then you could come over here and use it to write your script. I don't use a script,
That's right.
but hey. Then you could do your titles, right? And then you take your hook and your introduction and you get sections out of here, and then you feed it into Video Script Maker. I'll put a link in the comments. And then you write your description.
David,
And
here,
then
okay.
you got a recipe for disaster.
Oh my goodness. See, I'm going to change your lives. So go back over to your PAS framework that you had for Leap into Live.
Okay, hold up. Let me go back here. Oh, my brain is melting.
Yeah, go over there and then copy one of your outputs, the ones that you had. Go to history, click on history. Yeah, and then just copy that.
All right,
Just copy one of them. Yeah.
Boom.
And then go back over to documents. Let's show them boss mode because we haven't showed them boss mode yet.
Okay.
Good. And then click on new. And then just start from scratch.
Gangster.
Cool. And then just copy and paste it right there. Just copy and paste it right there. Good. And then at the very bottom, go enter. And then just write a Twitter post. Write a Twitter post about the content above. Write a Twitter post about the content.
You guys told you I can't type.
I know. Above. Command enter.
Write a Twitter post about the content above.
Done.
Want to make video content? John and
And
start.
then you just
John.
change the link. Yeah.
Yes. just
Join.
change-
Leap into live today for their live stream bootcamp to learn. Done. Do you see that? You took the problem agitate solution framework, and you just told Jarvis. You could tell Jarvis, write a Facebook post, write a Twitter post, write me an email subject line, and he'll do it for you. The convos is here. Sylvia Nixon, happy birthday! Happy birthday!
Hey girl, hey. Sylvia, man, every time you talk about Sylvia on the stream, she Beetlejuice her ass into the stream. I don't know how she does it. Anna and Fortis was talking about it yesterday. Every time you mention her name, she just Beetlejuice herself up in there. We don't know how she
Good.
does it. I said she's the chosen one. Hey, Sil. Yo, this is like legit. You see that, gang? This is like absolutely legit. So you can take these and, okay, that one was good, right? You can keep that one, and then you can
Yeah.
hit the rewrite button.
That'll rephrase it. But, Doc, what are you doing? Okay, you stop that. Pay attention to me. You have a stream deck. You take these keyboard shortcuts and you keep tapping it on your stream deck to say, rewrite, give me another one, like repeat it. I just sit here like it's like I'm playing
Shut
bingo,
the
and I'm like
front door.
ding 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 ding. Yes.
Oh God!
Yes.
Let the Filipino lady loose in the bingo hall.
Oh yeah. Where's my multiplier? Give me my multiplier. I want to go play bingo.
As we say in these streets, "Ay sus Maria Josefin den."
Ay sus
Whoa.
Maria José.
Oh my goodness!
Ay,
Yeah,
nako.
stream deck buttons for all of the hotkeys.
And okay, so remind me because I already created the Stream Deck profile. So if you just want to import it, what? I'm gonna let you import. I'm gonna let you
gangsta,
import my Jarvis keyboard shortcuts, and not only that though, but my Descript ones too, because that's what I do.
Oh my goodness! When I was doing,
I'm not even clickety
scripting-
clacketing. I'm not even clickety clacketing. I just push a button and it's done.
when I was
Done.
doing the script with Jay and I discovered Command K in the script, I was like, you stupid. Because I'm normally the shortcut key guy. I normally learn these things right away. Somehow I slept on Command K. Command K in the script is life. It is life.
I'm about to show you. So I got the little baby one and I got like the big ass one.
Oh my goodness. If they came out with a Stream Deck 64, I'd be about that life.
Oh man.
Yes, this thing.
Yeah, so
look,
you
check out my
take all those
screensaver on the
keyboard
Stream Deck.
shortcuts. Oh, that's nice. I like that. So you take all those keyboard shortcuts for all the different things. I have keyboard shortcuts where I'm like, oh, I want an AIDA framework. I just push it and then boom, it loads it up in a tab for me.
Oh, I got it. I was going to say how you do that, but now it makes sense. You take the AIDA page, you put that link as a button on your...
And then it loads it up. And then
it loads
I
it up.
copy paste whatever it is that I want. And then I put in the Jarvis boss commands, right? Write and it blah, 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 blah. Boom, it's done. Boom, it's done.
Goodness. Oh my goodness. Gang, here, let me show you some boss command mode cheat sheet type action so you guys can get a good understanding of what we're speaking on here. So these are some, not even all. These are
Yes.
some of the things you can say. Write a blog post titles, okay? Write a content brief about the topic above. I use that a lot for Instagram posts. Write a blog outline for a blog post titled blah, 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 which the titles you got from the first part, so you ain't wrote none of this. Write some frequently asked questions about a blog post topic. Answer the question. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood, right? Write a blog post intro for above. Make a list, right? Gang, can I tell you right now, this is content heaven.
Make a list, turn that into a carousel post
Bruh.
that goes bananas on Instagram and on LinkedIn.
BANANAS. You know,
Take take that. You
Yeah.
have Jarvis do that, and then you go into Canva and you do a carousel post. Done.
that is gangster. And then my favorite one is write a conclusion about the content above. I use that a lot. Again, I've been using it a lot just to help me fix YouTube descriptions. So now you can go back and fix descriptions for YouTube videos you already did and get some resurface. So say you had an old YouTube video that got a lot of traffic, and then all of a sudden the traffic is getting night. Take your description and rewrite it with Jarvis. Let Jarvis flesh that description out. Let it bring you a better SEO-oriented description. Put it back in that same video and give that video a shot of Diana Ball. For those of you who've never been to a gym,
we didn't
that's
even
steroids.
talk about it. But even the document template has built-in SEO integration if you want to like pay for SEO Surfer as a part of it. Yeah.
So over
And there's so
here,
much that you can do with this.
you can go into add the Surfer thing. I forgot where you add that, but it's in here somewhere.
It's when you're in the doc. Yeah.
I've been thinking about doing some stuff with about making like a Surfer template type thing. I'm sorry, making a Surfer SEO setup, but I has Ahrefs, so I'm like I'm dragging to see if they're going to add that, or if I just got to give up Ahrefs and move over to Surfer.
Yeah.
Ahrefs is legendary, or some.
Man, there's so much you could do with all this. I'm telling you.
It's crazy.
We talked about knowing how to create your video script, your video hook, your intro, your blog post recaps, your social media post, all those different things. And then if you want to make it look fancy, go over to designer.io and now you have a book that you can sell on Amazon Kindle. Done and done. Done and done. Now you're making passive income.
You know, Sylvia, because you since you came up and it's your birthday, I feel like doing the dance. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. Hydraulic. Oh, sorry. She's from Florida, so she knows that all too well. As a person who helps people publish their books, Jarvis has, I don't know if you peeped into this yet, but they're doing a write a book in 7 days swag starting, I think it's starting next week. But they do it all the time. And they have in their training area, they have a whole thing about how to do this book in 7 days. And I watched this guy, he made all these videos about how he did an entire book in 7 days. And you being the publishing type people, it's, oh my goodness, fair. Sylvia said, I love Jarvis. Like, seriously.
Yeah, it's a no-brainer. This is what I'm saying. And then because they also have their own affiliate program, it pays for itself. And they're so organized, they give you all of the collateral, the assets. You get the videos, you get all the things. They even give you sample emails of what it's actually worked out for them. And so follow it. Just do it. Just do it. My goodness.
Kim said you can't just bust out Luke like that. One, two, you riding in the song, 2, 3, in the air, and you said, watch your mouth. Sorry. Sorry. Hey, my DJ flashbacks are kicking in.
I love it. I love it.
You know what's funny is like we covered a couple of the recipes, fam. They got some crazy stuff in here that I just like to mess with because it blows my mind. Okay.
Click on recipes. Go over there on the left-hand side. Yeah.
That's the one I was going to click. Ooh,
and then scroll down.
I didn't
look at the third one. Rewrite, expand, blog post. So all those blog posts, all the blog recaps that I've been doing for Lights Camera Live since 2016, you just follow this exact line by line. Boom, you have a new blog post for 2021. Done.
Shut up.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Oh, man. I didn't even look in there yet. That is crazy. Look, I like the press release action. Come in super handy. Idea
Cold
Factory.
emails, product reviews, all you Amazon live streamers.
Yo, this is on. Just for all of the people that's like, I don't know what I should talk about yet. Okay, so I was going to show you in templates. I meant to say templates. I said recipes by accident. So I'm going to show you some stuff in here that just blows my mind, right? Take anything and dump it in to explain it to a child.
Oh, that's my favorite.
And the reason why is I talk about semi-technical things. So when I do explain it to a child, it often gives me things that I can send to clients to explain something a little bit more complicated, even though they're not necessarily children, right? So I use that a lot. Since it's expander, it's fun to mess around with. I haven't played with Facebook ads or any of those ad stuff yet because I just don't do that anymore. But this product feature stuff, like Stephanie was saying, if you're going to post something about a item you saw on Amazon that you wanted to promote on your kit page, you can actually get better descriptions using their stuff than the people who actually posted the item that you're affiliating because they did a bad job. They always add new stuff here. This is nuts. Persuasive bullet points is freaking nuts. Like, I can't even explain to you. It is freaking nuts.
Yeah. And again, change to the tone of voice to whatever you want. Every now and then I'll even use Tony Stark. Why not?
Oh my God. I just watched the trailer for the new Marvel thing that's coming up. Oh my God. They got like 2 new Marvel movies, Spider-Man and what is it called? Eternals. Oh goodness.
Oh.
So you can use SEO services if you need that game. Like, before and after framework wasn't there just a couple weeks ago. Like, they are forever fleshing this thing out. Before and after framework is actually relatively genius because depending on what you are teaching, what you are selling, before and after is big.
Yeah.
We were just talking about it at the beginning of the stream. People who did Leap last year and what their streams and their shows look like now in comparison to when we was out here looking all raggedy last year. Engaging questions is another good one. Right? It's just amazing.
Engaging questions, that's a good one if you want to like breathe life back into your Facebook groups or your Discord channels, all of that stuff. Or, when you publish your YouTube video and you want to like post the first comment to get people to respond to you, use that one. Use engaging questions to get people to, or even fold that one into your run of show.
Yes.
I want to give a shout out to the crew and here's a question for you. Boom, insert engaging question. Done.
That's going to be a good QOD for your communities and whatnot. So, this is pretty impressive. But, the thing that had me with the list, right, like mind-blowing, I was like, I'm thinking about putting together, like, Alex just did his, 100 videos in 100 days, right? Say I wanted to do 100 live streaming tips in 100 days. And you're going to send out this tweet every day for a 100-day run, right?
Yep.
So I think it comes out to September 7th. From September 7th until December 31st should be 100 days in my brain. I might be wrong.
Yeah.
And you could just send out a tweet every single day. You could generate that entire thing through Jarvis. If you're
through Jarvis and then CSV bulk upload into Agora Pulse and you're done. Game over.
Winner, chicken dinner. You get time to make the pancit. Let's go. All right.
That's right.
That was crazy. Gang, today we're going to make it mad short because Stephanie got to do Stephanie things. And I still got to put the studio back together with the new Swagger Jack and desk. I hope this has piqued your interest, okay? Like, it is, and think, what is Stephanie's expensive teleprompter?
I do have the expensive teleprompter.
You got the what do you call it? ICANN?
I have the ICANN, yeah, because
Lori,
because I do trainings, yeah, I do the NLP trainings for 14 days, and I need a teleprompter, but actually, I did get the Gear Glide.
Glide Gear TMP 100.
Yeah. So this is going to be my travel. Remember how I was telling you I don't like to break down my studio anymore? So I was like, I'm going to have backup going back up. Yeah. That's what I'm going to do.
You know what's super funny is that, like, I'm getting a Desk View T2. I was literally just waiting for today when I got my studio back together. And I know I just typed this wrong, but anyway, you guys know I know how to spell. It
Gear Glide
is incredible just because of the pop on, pop off. But now that I got everything back together, and I just realized I should have put the teleprompter in first, because now I got to unbolt this heavy monitor and slide it over.
That's how I feel about this ICANN. Like, this thing is heavy, which is why I
said T3, Keith. That's what I meant to say. Desk View T3. That's what I'm going to get because it pops on and off this lens real simple. Like,
Oh, nice.
oh, man, I can't even spell today. What the heck is a Jarvie? Anyway, you guys know what I mean. So this is just like dope. And I knew you would have some ideas that will push this conversation a little bit further. Guys, if you haven't set up for the Leap thing, I'm going to play the promo, show you how to do that. And it's Hey Stephanie Liu everywhere. Just go follow her. Trust me, you can learn myriad things. If you're in the sales at all or marketing at all or just trying to be doper at your business and your client stuff, check her out when she does her NLP training too. Because as a person who is well-versed in such things, yeah, it's a game changer. It is definitely a game changer. Man, we could do this show for like 7 hours. Anyway.
I know. I got to go. I got my own coaching session to hop into, but it's been a pleasure. Thank you all so much. Roll the clip, roll the video, and then if you guys need me, you know where to find me. Just talk to him. He's
here we go.
a bodyguard.
Not that one. That's you right now. Man, what the heck I do with that? I just had it. Oh, here we go. I'm sorry. Are you ready to take your content to the next level? The live streaming market is booming, but with so many options out there, it's hard to know where to start. You've heard about doing live video and other video content on platforms like LinkedIn and Facebook, but you're not sure how to make the most of this or how this is going to help you with your business. You're not sure if creating a YouTube channel is going to help you get more customers or it's just a waste of your time. We will walk you through everything you need to succeed in live video with this 4-day immersive virtual bootcamp. We've got all bases covered, from choosing the right platform for your needs, planning an event, recording epic video content and editing it into something awesome, scheduling posts on social media, promoting your videos, and monetizing them effectively. This course is designed for everyone from total beginners who are just getting started in live streaming to those who want to grow their visibility and increase business by creating more valuable content. Leap into live streaming virtual bootcamp. Guys, I'm telling you, just do it. Just do it. Make sure you go to Leap. Leap is game changer. I can't say it enough. It is absolutely insane. You should just do it. Do it. Do it. Do it now. Do it. Do it. Seriously, it's a game changer. I'll stick around a couple minutes. Anybody have any questions? Any questions you want to drop out? Let them in the comments real quick. I didn't see too much stuff going in here, but I'm scrolling real fast just to see if I missed anything. I use Captain America as a voice when I want to be inspirational and motivational. That's dope, GG. Yes, this is so cool. Boom, boom, boom. Just checking, reading. Keith just being Keith. Right. Thank you. You know what it is. Right. You know exactly what it is, GG. Andrew's at the gym getting buff. Let's just check in and see if we got everything covered here. Wow. This is, man, I'm just telling you. All right, just Jarvis. You know what I'm telling you? It's it. Hey, Kevin, good to see you here, fam. All right, gang, we're going to close it up this weekend. Coming up for you on Saturday, I got my man Patty McGill coming through. Patty's going to talk to us about, like, getting your brand deal ready. Getting ready to clock some brand deals. I'll be working on that promo stuff for that coming up soon. And, man, if you guys need anything, hit me up. You know where to find me. It's on like Donkey Kong, and I'm laughing at Adam exploits talking about Diana needs some more coffee. Oh, man, she is absolutely hilarious. Keels, you know, I gotta say, the biggest push for me has been, I watched Stephanie's original stream from like 4 months ago, which I'll DM you. And then Kelly has done on Baby Got Content or Baby Got Bought, one of the two. She has done like 3 like random deep dives. Bruh. Kills, I BS you not, like it is insanity. And I mean, you know, you can hit up Kelly anytime she's in the group. You know what I'm saying? I've looked at a couple of the other ones that were out there. Here's my take on that, Jim. Dave and his team are proven from, funny enough, their original startup, which was Proof. They are like Ecamm to me. They're extremely customer focused. They're always, I you know what it is for me? Like, I fall in love with companies first. The product is the product. Like, at the end of the day, they must be all doing some basic things. But Dave guys are extremely customer forward. If you want to see what I mean by that, just join the Facebook group first and see how they act. Before you jump into anything you want to see, like if it's going to be a good app or not app, join the Facebook group first if they let you, and see if they get the act right juice together. Now, here's a key here's a key dead giveaway. You try to join the Facebook group and you're not bought in yet. Maybe you're still on trial and they don't let you in because they only let in their subscribers. That's the first red flag right there. They're not customer focused. They're worried about themselves. So not a fan of that kind of behavior. So I tend to check the Facebook group first, see what the community is out there doing. Just play fly on the wall for a hot little bit, see what's popping. And then, it's on. Like, that's just me. So just to me, Dave and Austin and the team over at conversion.ai, I still say, but Jarvis, they're extremely, extremely, extremely customer focused. And Rich and Sylvia and Gigi, a couple of other of us are in the Facebook group. You could just, they'll tell you, like, they're a different breed. So I see them a lot like Ken and Glenn. So same with the script. Like, they're extremely customer focused too. There's a couple other, people out there doing what the script do, but the script's the winner. So no, it's not the cheapest, but it is banging. And since I signed up March, I swear to you, under templates, they've probably added like another 15 templates that weren't even there. It seems like they're adding one every 2 weeks. So similar to Ecamm, they're forever fleshing out their juice. So yeah, tell it, Sylvia, run, tell that. That's it. All right, gang, we'll see you this weekend. Let's play the theme song because, it's time for the family.
City of mine, how I love the city.
Thank you,
of
Keely.
mine.
I appreciate you. And then, Keely, if you want to, we could just do a whole session in class and the people that sit by and watch us, because I'm all about that life. I love Jarvis.
It never gets me down.
I appreciate you, fam.
Yeah.
We'll see you this weekend. Mahalo.
I was born in the city, I was raised on its edges. My pop worked his life when it's complex. I found love in its center. If I could live here forever, think it'd be for the better. I love the weather, even though it's fog 24/7. I love the people. This is a city I met all my best friends, and I wanna thank every break. I wanna thank every entrance to every building that I step in this city of mine. I owe you most my best moments in life. See, I fell in love for the first time in Golden Gate Park. I saw my first rap show.